Alright, my name is Caleb Gers, and this is my audience.
You're looking for that challenge, whether you say at the end of the day, I did something that no one else could, or if you're looking to continue your education. The Marine Corps is going to help you discover something deep down inside you that you never knew existed. You just needed that shove to help you get it, that push out the door.
The camaraderie was the first thing that I saw. Just the fact that you were a Marine and that you were a brother. Nothing else had to be said other than I'm a Marine, and then there was instantly a bond between those people.
A lot of the intangibles, the discipline, the focus, the drive, the motivation. I believe becoming a Marine Corps officer will help me in every aspect of life. It's different than anything else. It's an opportunity for them to answer a higher call.
I believe that there's no person on the planet that wouldn't benefit from the experience in some way.
Every year there's the possibility of something that's offered in front of you and you're taken. You don't necessarily know what the results may be, but there's an expectation that there's going to be something exciting.
It is absolutely an adventure.
We can provide them what they're looking for: leadership, challenge, professional development, looking to do something above and beyond what they ever thought was possible. Certain characteristics of successful people tend to be those who are decisive, can make decisions, work well under stress, those that can lead others. And I knew that if I could become a Marine officer, then I could become successful in just about any other aspect of my life.
Service, if it's the opportunity, the immediate opportunity for leadership, opportunity to be challenged and for you to develop skill sets that you can use the rest of the days of your life, then the Marine Corps perhaps is the opportunity that you want to look at.
Travel, adventure, that sounds like a recruiting buzzer right there, but it really is a great part of being a Marine. Being able to get out and gain life experiences.
The opportunity to work with the Pentagon or to go to the White House or whatever.
This video is very specific to the Marine Corps, but a lot of the same aspects are in every other single branch. There are many men and women that have, throughout history, served in our nation's military and have sacrificed very much for our freedom. So, if the military is such a huge decision and a huge sacrifice, then what is it that makes the military worthwhile? There are many benefits service members receive as far as a lot of support. Not to mention the satisfaction of serving your nation's military. The type of training that you will receive in the military is very unique to the military and unlike anything else you will experience in the world. All of the benefits may seem like a lot of things that you receive, but it's the very least that we can do for those people that are putting their lives on the line every single day for our freedom. Many of you probably know someone who was at least thinking about the military, but maybe they backed out because it was a huge decision and they didn't know if it was right for them. Or maybe you know someone that was even planning on it and backed out. Joining the military is a great way to make sure that you and your family are financially secure. Between the amount of benefits that you will receive during your service, as well as everything that is supplied to you and that you don't even have to pay for, you end up making a lot of money and are guaranteed a job while you're in the military. The great thing about the service is that no matter how bad our economy is, especially in our economy today, you are guaranteed a job. We are always going to need people to serve in the military, and that shows. All pay within the military is based upon your rank. It has nothing to do with what job you have. There are many jobs in the military, and the engineer in the military will make the same amount of money as someone who is a janitor in the military. The difference is that the training is completely different. You train for that job, and it's all free. And so once you're out of the military, the pay you receive doing that job depends on what job you did in the military. So the engineer will make more money outside the military, while a janitor will not. And E1 is the very initial rank that you receive, and you make about $15,000 per year. To the average person in this economy, $15,000 is not very much money. But you need to consider the fact that the amount of things that you don't have to pay for. Some of the things that you don't have to pay for are free medical care, room and board, allowance for clothes, 30 days paid vacation per year, as well as free education, whether that's during your service, prior to your service, or after your service. It's all paid for. One of the great things about the military is that even after you are done serving, you are never forgotten. The 9/11 GI Bill is a program in which you serve your year, at least 4 years, and they will pay for up to 4 years at a state university for you or even a loved one, full tuition, completely on the military's dime. Also, if a person serves up to 20 years in the military, then they retire with all of the same benefits that they had while in the military, as well as a monthly pension that is more money than many people make each year for doing absolutely nothing, just serving 20 years prior. U.S. Veteran Compensation Program is just one of many programs that work to help military members make a smooth transition from military to civilian life, since it is such a rough transition, especially for some. They also make sure that you get the help you need if they have suffered from things such as combat-related issues such as PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder, as well as make sure the veterans are fed and have clothes and shelter once they get back. Unfortunately, there are times where service members were hurt in the line of duty and come home and have lost limbs and can't get jobs. Programs like this help them live at least a semi-normal life as much as possible. There are several requirements that you have to meet before you even join the military. You must be at least 18 years or older to join the military on your own, or at least 17 years or older with a parent's signature to enlist in the military. For a certain job, and depending on what, when you sign, you have to sign for a certain job, and depending on how well you do on your testing at MEPS, which is qualification of the military, depends on what you can do. You also have to take a test called the ASVAB, which is a test in which they test all of your basic knowledge of things, much like the ACT is for college. The military has a zero tolerance drug policy, and you were tested for that at MEPS. I recently joined the Marine Corps for 5 years as a military police officer. I joined because I know this is what I've wanted to do for my entire life, and that if I didn't do it, I would regret it. I also know that the many benefits I will receive will much outweigh the debt that I would have to pay off if I went to college. I'll leave for basic training August 12th, and will train for 13 weeks in San Diego, California to become a Marine. During this training, they will break you down as an individual and raise you back up as a Marine, a team member. I'll go from that 13 weeks in San Diego to 1 month more of combat training in San Diego as well. After that, I will go to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for 2 months of MP school. The military has a lot more to offer than what you may have previously realized. It's important to realize that joining the military is not for everyone. If it's not for you, you should not even consider it. It is obviously a great experience and will greatly benefit you for your future, but it is not for the faint of heart. My hope is that you will now not count out the military while thinking about your future and what it might hold. Thank you, and good luck in your decision.